Well, yesterday it took until mid-afternoon in some places for the sun to start to break out, but it's coming out more quickly today because our onshore winds have weakened and don't have as thick of a marine layer that's moved in. Granite Falls starting to see a little bit of sunshine sneaking through the clouds and looking pretty nice there at Queen Anne Tower Cam, looking out towards the skyline of Seattle. Lots of blue sky beginning to show up and more sunshine as well. And you can see there in Tacoma, looking at across Commencement Bay, we've got blue sky winning out here. With that increased sunshine, we're going to see those temperatures go up a few degrees over yesterday, which was, well, ranged anywhere from the low 70s around SeaTac to the mid 70s there in Olympia and upper 60s up around Bellingham. Satellite image, you can see the low clouds kind of laying in over Puget Sound with some higher clouds coming in over it, but those are going to be burning off. There is a little weak system out there that's going to be moving in later today and tonight. That is going to increase our onshore winds as we head towards tomorrow. And we will see those clouds persist more, and we might even see a couple of sprinkles up there in the North Cascades and maybe in the North Sound tomorrow morning. Looks like that'll continue our onshore winds into Saturday, so those 2 days are going to be our cooler days, and then it looks like we're going to start to heat up as we head towards the first part of next week. Take a look at the Futurecast model. We put that into motion. You can see clears out nicely this afternoon with plenty of sunshine, but then those clouds push right back in again as we head towards tomorrow. You see that little weak cool front kind of pushing its way into Puget Sound. Not quite as threatening as what it looks like there in terms of precipitation, which really isn't all that threatening, but probably only sprinkles out of this, even out along the coast and maybe up in the mountains. Shouldn't amount to very much, be mostly in the morning. Then as we head towards the afternoon, should see a little bit of clearing, and then right back into it as we head towards Saturday morning, where you might see a few sprinkles around, especially up in the northern counties. Beyond that, though, we are going to be looking for some high pressure over the western states to edge its way towards us, which is going to help to warm us up into the low 80s in quite a few places. It's just hard to squeeze anything out of the atmosphere this time of the year. These are the normal accumulations, monthly amounts of rainfall we get out at the airport. Of course, we have November, December, and January all have around a half foot of rain. We really pick it up there. But as we head on towards the July and August, you see it really drops off. In fact, only 0.6 of an inch on average here for the month of July. If we compare that to Sky Harbor Airport down in Phoenix, their climatological station, see, we are actually much drier than it is at Sky Harbor. In fact, we get 0.3 of an inch more in the month of July than Sky Harbor does. Largely, they get their precipitation out of that monsoon moisture coming up out of Mexico, so get a storm across the gauge occasionally to fill that up. And same applies to August, where we're almost in a tie for that matter. So definitely some dry months here and some wet months in Phoenix, so we can actually get ahead of them in terms of rainfall, or in terms of not raining in the month of July. Checking out the mountains up in the Hurricane Ridge today, looking pretty good. We've got clouds beginning to clear, some blue patches. Should see more of that as we head towards later on, and a lot of people up enjoying Mount Rainier this afternoon. It's definitely summertime in terms of all the visitors. And across the passes, we had a little bit of fog this morning at Snoqualmie. That's gone now. Just looking at sunshine, it looks like a great hiking afternoon around western Washington. Those temperatures getting into the upper 60s to near 70 degrees at the highway pass level, so in pretty good shape. And again, tomorrow, not bad. You probably see a little bit of fog and a little cloudiness through through Snoqualmie Pass. Probably not Stevens or White Passes. They might be high enough to avoid that. But regardless, as you head on towards later in the morning and the afternoon, going to be looking at partly sunny skies and those temperatures into the mid 60s. For today, those temperatures starting to warm back up again. We're looking at upper 60s and low 70s from north of Seattle, and then mostly in the upper 70s as you get down south of Seattle. You might see somebody get up and touch 80 degrees this afternoon, but then we're going to see that cool down tomorrow with high temperatures dropping down into the upper 60s to the low to some mid 70s, and then we cool even more as we head into Saturday. That'll be the coolest day of the week with high temperatures only in the mid 60s in the north to the low 70s in the south. We start to rebound a little bit as we head on towards Sunday with those temperatures warming up into the mid 70s in the warmer spots, and then things do heat up as we head into Monday with high temperatures mostly mid 70s north of Seattle, upper 70s and low 80s. But that doesn't last. We will have one more day of temperatures close to 80 degrees, and then we'll start to cool down as we head towards the middle part of the week. And then as we head on beyond that, you can see those temperatures cool off, then they warm up a little, then cool off, and then warm up a little as we continue to be in a really good pattern where we're not getting any real strong heat over the area, though we are warming up occasionally. And it looks like that's going to be continuing out for at least the next 2 weeks.